I have this maple burl. This looks like a curly maple or something like that. And these walnut strips. I'm going to try to make a little segmented ornament. Like a Christmas ornament. So I got this little segmented piece made. This maple burl, this is off the same block. This would actually, I won't waste as much. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this up and I'm going to make a top dome and a bottom dome out of this. So that's what you're going to see me do next. Blank all cut up to size. I drilled a hole for my worm screw. I attached it with my spacer block. I'm ready to start shaping it out. So let's get that done. So I got my two little half domes and my segmented piece. I'm going to go ahead and sand this on the sander and then attach to one side, and we'll figure out as we go along. So this is what I'm going to try to do. I cut this little piece of 1-inch dowel, I chucked it up, and I marked the center. So I'm going to try to find the approximate center of this and hot glue gun it onto here, and then glue this on here permanently, and hopefully I'll be able to turn it evenly. And then when it's time to flip it over, we got to think of something else. So it'll probably be a hot glue gun thing. Maybe I'll concave this or something. We'll figure something out. But that's the first thing I'm going to do. Try to center this, hot glue it, and then glue this on. So let's get that done. Okay. I think I have the center mark here pretty good. I'm going to try to line it up. Hot glue gun this. We'll let that dry and hope for the best. Be back when it's dry. It's been a couple of hours. This should be pretty dry. I'm going to throw it up on the lathe and kind of blend it all in together. So let's get that done. Sanded this half up. I'm going to go ahead and glue this on here. And what I made was, this will fit in my tailstock, and I kind of concaved it a little. So I'm hoping it'll hold it there. This will fit in my chuck. I'll kind of hold it like this. Try to turn it, and then, you know, I'm going to try to kind of keep turning it and sanding it and whatever. So anyway, that's what I'm hoping is going to happen. So let me go ahead and glue this. So we'll let that dry and we'll be back. Alright, this should be pretty dry. It's been a while. The burl and this little segmented piece looks really pretty cool together. So, like I said, I'm going to try to use these to kind of hold it in place and finish doing the work on it. In an attempt to hold it a little better, I'm going to try to drop a little bead of hot glue in the center. Just a little bead, just so I have something to compress onto the part. Not to glue it on there, but just to have like a cushion, like a rubber, I guess. So let's go over to the lathe and see if this will work. So I mounted this piece in my chuck. I had an old live center here that has a set screw that holds the point in it, and the point, you know, you can remove it. So I was able to force this piece of wood, you know, I turned it down, I was able to force that into there, and it seems like it's probably going to work. Let's see what happens. This didn't work that great. It kind of actually put a little dent in the wood. I guess my radius wasn't good enough to match. I tried, it failed. So anyway, what I did is I sanded it up a little bit, that ball. I soaked it in some water to raise the grain where this had pushed in on the grain. And it seemed like it's popping out pretty good. I put it in the toaster oven to dry it up a little bit. But in the meantime, I chucked up a piece of walnut, and we're going to go ahead and start making the spindle for it. I sanded this up. I put a CA finish on it. I used my Axe abrasive paste over the CA to get this nice flat shine. This is this hole that I'm going to drill into the bowl part. So I measured this, and I'm going to make a little tenon on the back of this so I could attach it to the ball. So that's what you're going to see me do now. Got my spindle, and I've been sanding this by hand. I got it up to like 220 now. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna soak it in sanding sealer, and I put that little buffing wheel on my lathe, and I'm gonna try to buff it out with some axe and see what it looks like. Hopefully I could save it. So let's go over to the lathe and try that. There you have it. I have my little hook. Got my little egg. Ooh. I got my little egg. Got my little spindle. I'm going to go ahead and glue it in there. Some medium CA. The stripe in the middle is kind of on the tilt, but you know what? I like it. I'm going to go ahead and drill a tiny little hole here. Put my hook in there. Well, here you go, guys. Tiny little, cute little Christmas ornament. Walnut and I think it's walnut and maple. And then the two outer rings it's a maple burl. CA finished. I really think it came out really cute. The stripe is not exactly, it's a little bit on an angle, but I love it. I think it gives it a little more character. The finish is spectacular, should last a long time. I'm going to be sending this out to someone. They had asked me to make them a little ornament. I really hope they like it. I ended up twisting a little baling wire, drilling a tiny hole, crazy gluing the little hook in there. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate each and every one of you. I'll give you some close-ups of this. Thank you so much.